Hello everyone and welcome to the Investing Angles channel. Today we are doing our midday update for stocks in motion and we are going to discuss quite a few things today. So first of all we'll discuss Nasdaq and also the developments in the major US indices. Later on we will update you on the current developments in big stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and other. Then we will touch point on Bitcoin, what's happening there, and well, the perspectives. Uh, After that, we will discuss TLT midday developments and how we are seeing the future there. And in the end, we'll wrap things up with volatility, our volatility assessment. All right, so that's the agenda for today. And quick announcement: in celebration of our 5-year service anniversary that will come soon, we are offering an unprecedented discount for new customers. New customers, you can get 85% off just $9.99 for your first month. This offer includes ultimate access to all our articles on our site, articles and charts, and our exclusive Discord channel. But hurry, it's only available to the first 20 subscribers who do this. Don't miss out, sign up now. Just enter the discount code 2025 on the subscription page to claim your ultimate package today. You will learn our special approach that nobody else does. And this includes a combination of candlestick technique and the Elliott Wave and technical analysis all together. All right, before we move on, hit the subscription button to make sure that you're always ahead of everyone else. All right, so this is Nasdaq right now. Okay, so let's start with the candles. Candles for Nasdaq are fairly seriously bearish, I would say. So Nasdaq flipped the 8 by 20 EMA. This one, let me show you there. So in 8 by 20 EMA daily moving averages in a bearish cross. Well, that's quite significant move, and yesterday it was a strong bearish engulfing candle, and today, well, it's a bearish neutral candle. If it moves a little lower, it will be stronger bearish. So far, it is holding on the 50-day moving average as a support, but we will see. So there are still almost 3 hours until the closure of the futures, the chart that I'm showing you right now. So at the same time, what is happening here, 3-day futures, they will be closing in 19 hours. And that would be an interesting formation here. So on a 2-day frame, well, technically it's a bearish combination. Well, unless the current candle makes it very green and very high. Well, so far this is bearish perspective. 5-day closure today. Well, it could close with a neutral doji. Technically it's irrelevant whether it's green or red. It will be bearish at this level, plus minus a few hundred points. Well, the weekly after bearish engulfing on the weekly and the big hammer or hanging man, whatever you like. This candle is bearish, and this is a chance for confirmation, especially if it goes below the last week low. Speaking about the Elliott Wave perspective, this is our chart that we've been tracking for a while, and right now the chances for a move down are fairly high, and we are tracking for two particular targets, the blue one and the red one. The blue one is a lucky path, and the correction would end there, and there we will see something like this after it is hitting the target. But again, this is a lucky path, and we are highly skeptical about it right now, based on what we are seeing in technical development and candles development department. All right, so that's Nasdaq. Let's have a look at what else is happening with other indices. So this is for index futures. Dow Jones on a daily right now, it's falling below the 100 days moving average, which is a purple line, and this is definitely a strong signal. Well, and well, the same. So let me flip the Russell here. So Russell is in big danger, I would say, and those who are thinking it is going to recover from here might be very much mistaken. So if Russell closes below this green candle low today, it would form a tower top formation or double top, whatever. Uh, and again, so it got resistance, it got rejected here at the 100 days moving average, and the chances for a strong move down will increase significantly. Well, this is depending on what data set you're using. Just check this the bottom, the low of this green candle. It will give you a sign. All right, so that's Nasdaq we already discussed, and the daily so far the hourly frame for ES futures is bearish, and well, it had a chance to attack it here, but it was rejected in the final minutes of the hour, and it's very unfortunate for the bulls. Well, if we look at the daily frame is somewhat similar to Nasdaq. The trend here is bearish, and while Nasdaq is still hanging on the 50-day moving average, S&P 500 already lost it. All right, so the next support here is purple line, which is a 100-day moving average. It's gonna be about 5,800 to 5,900. All right, so that's the candle perspective for the indices. Let's move on to big stocks right now. So big stocks, what is happening here? Yesterday we said that Microsoft formed a very bearish engulfing, breaking through multiple support levels, and it looks like it got rejected right now at these levels. And the green candle, well, it doesn't really matter whether it's green or red. It would be a continuation, most likely a continuation, bearish continuation candle for the move lower. And if we look at the bigger frame, so where's 3-day, 5-day, today's closure? Well, that's kind of undecisive doji, but with very bearish, with very bearish qualities. Well, not decisive. Need to wait for more information here. So this so far, Nasdaq, Microsoft is bearish, bearish closer to neutral, but it's on track to lower lows. What is happening with Amazon is somewhat similar to Microsoft. It lost a major support, and most likely it will go down towards the 50 days moving average. Apple freshly registered 8x20 EMA bearish cross, and well, slowly but surely it is moving down, and this particular candle could technically confirm if it moves a little lower. For Tesla, it is an interesting combo here. Well, it was a bearish move, but right now Tesla is trying to reverse the odds. However, it needs to go higher. If it closes like this, it will be a thrusting line combination, and mostly it's viewed as a bearish continuation formation. And I'd like to also emphasize this little thing here, which is gonna be a freshly made 8 by 20 EMA cross, unless Tesla bulls do something and reverse it. All right, so that's bearish perspective here. Interesting things with NVIDIA. Let's bring it up. Okay, so far NVIDIA holds at the 50-day moving average. However, closure below yesterday's low would be a strong bearish signal. And I also would like to emphasize that it was a bearish, it was an ending diagonal, which is likely happening right now. And this move after diagonal is expected to be fairly strong. So if NVIDIA breaks 136.7, it means it is going down towards 127 about this level. Could be more, but it will depend on multiple factors. All right, so that's what else we are seeing here. Google is trying to reverse the odds with this hammer, so we'll see how it closes the day. So far, it is bullish, has chances, has good chances to stay bullish, but well, still 2 hours to go. And Netflix in an interesting position. So this is the 5-day frame. This is the 5-day frame, and Netflix could form a tower top here if it closes below this line. So this line is, just to be exact, it's 876.68. Let me put it down. 876.68, and just to be sure, 876.68. All right, so this is the perspective. So if Netflix closes below this line today, it will form a strong bearish formation on 5-day frame, and the chances for moving lower will be very high. All right, so that's about the big tickets. Let's move on and check what's happening with Bitcoin right now. All right, so yesterday we discussed in our Bitcoin video, you can check it there. So we discussed about very strong formation, very strong bearish closure on the daily frame with bearish engulfing. Right now, this move, it looks like it's going to be confirmed, and the odds will be escalated significantly, because this is the 2-day frame, which is also closing today in about 5 hours. And if Bitcoin closes like this, the path down will be open technically, and the next 2 days we would be expecting a lower lows and potentially a red candle. So the other formations are yet to be developed, the bigger frames, and I would like to emphasize this was the 15-day frame, which was closed on December 31st, and it closed with bearish engulfing. So the chances for the next 15-day to be red are fairly high. And for Bitcoin, this was our projection. This was our Elliott Wave structure, which we updated just yesterday, and we said this is potentially a move here down. But we were discussing this way back in December, saying that Bitcoin formed a very impulsive wave down, and after a significant correction, it should resume its way down and make lower lows. So whoever listened to our videos and updates, they should feel fairly comfortable. And just a reminder for those who want to join our service for just $99.99 for the first month and evaluate everything that we do, well, hurry up. This 85% offer is not going to last. All right, so this is Bitcoin, and this is what we are seeing as a target. So the next our target is 90 to 82K, and this would be a happy path scenario if Bitcoin reverses here and moves here. Well, it will resume its rally and move towards 110 or even bigger. However, this is a question right now, and if it makes it to the red rectangle, we would consider a possible impulse of a bigger degree, and that will be totally different story. Okay, so now we talked about Bitcoin. Let's have a look at what is happening right now with TLT. Well, that's a serious thing right now. What is happening? So this is the daily frame. This is the daily candle, and it is so far it's not uh, it's not bullish. It's most likely bearish continuation, just a little flip, but. In order to reverse it, we need to have a much stronger impact, much stronger rally. So what is, let's have a look at 1 hour frame. Oh, not here. So this is 1 hour frame. What is happening right now? If if TLT closes this particular hour in 14 minutes, it will be a bearish reversal, and we will see it moving lower. How low we don't know yet, but well, someone 20, 25, 85, 24 looks like a reasonable target for the next move. We'll see how it closes again. So that's a very important. Uh, in 2 hours, we're gonna have 2 hour candle closure, but that's we keep this monitoring. The important thing to have a look from a bigger perspective, this particular frame, this is 5 hour frame, which is closing in 1 hour 43 minutes, and TOT needs about 2% in order to reverse the odds for this particular candle. Well, I would say it's almost impossible unless something really significant happens in the rate and the TOT department. Okay, so that's the fairly bearish perspective for TOT closure today, and the final one that I would like to touch point today is the volatility index or VIX. So yesterday VIX formed a marginal tower top here, and that's something that we emphasized. And today's candle could be just a posing candle or a doji. We'll see. So far, it's fairly vulnerable, and can go higher or lower. If it is closing as green candle, it's most likely it's gonna be a continuation candle, and we will see volatility going higher. Because right now, in the last couple of days, volatility broke through major resistance lines, which is red, that's 200, blue is 50, and purple is 100 days moving averages. So far, it is now they are acting as a support, and the chances for a move higher remain significant. Well, there are still almost 2 hours for until the closure, and we will check it later. Okay, so that's all for today's update on big stocks, Nasdaq, major indices, volatility, Bitcoin, and TLT. That's what we are seeing in the middle of the day, and this is the perspectives. If you would like to know how they close and what are the perspectives, indeed, we will do our daily reports on major indices, as S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. If we see any deviations from our projected path, And as well, we do oil and natural gas daily updates, which are not part of this quick presentation. All right, so that wraps it up. Thank you very much for listening, watching, and have a great day and happy trading, everyone.